G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at Combiner Wars Long Haul. Now, I decided to kick myself in the backside and get back on with the Constructicons. I think I got a bit too excited with the last two deliveries I got, and I have also had another one in the last couple of days, but I've decided, you know what? I started the Constructicons. Let's finish the Constructicons because I know for a fact I have another one coming in the next couple of days. So those two can wait until I finish these guys. So here we have Long Haul. I was going to leave him till last, but I thought, you know what? Let's go through from feet to body to torso, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, he has all the parts. This is all the accessories that came with the Constructicons. And I will say that while these can be held by their individual bots, I feel like really Long Haul's the only one who should hold them all, at least in vehicle mode. And I was going to leave him till last because he has, as I said, he has all the accessories. But I thought, you know what, let's just do it. So we can pull all this stuff off. And I'll show where all of it tabs in. Take that out. Take those off. Even though that's not really sitting in properly. I don't know why. Pull that off. Pull these off. And pull that out. Oh. So, we'll have a look at those in a minute. But here he is. In his vehicle mode, he is a big dump truck, and I don't know why that's not tabbed in properly. He is the workhorse. He is the main center for this set, and he gives up the most compromises when it comes to robot mode. Vehicle mode, he looks pretty good. Robot mode, he has so many issues, and of course, combiner mode, he sets the center for everything. So there you go. So he does slide, even on my table. Do see a bit of Devastator under there, but not much. You know, you don't have anything more than rolling wheels, which I don't know why my front ones are a bit stiff. And we do have a loading bay, and basically we put this piece, whoops, hopefully you see it, this piece goes in here. This piece goes onto here. There's a tab that goes into here. You have this piece, which goes into here. You have these pieces, which part of me wants to have them pointed out, so you have this detail, but due to this port, it gets in the way. So it's either a matter of sliding in like that, or you can try sliding it in like that. Obviously, the other way. It's up to you. And of course, the missile launchers, when the tabs don't go back in, will go into these two ports here. So there we go, and we'll go through all those accessories in more detail in a minute. Actually, you know what? Let's just get them out of the way now. So we have these two pieces, which basically turn into blades. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's leave them after because then we can equip him with it. All right, so first size comparison. Here he is with Windblade, and she's a dwarf. Next to him, honestly, excuse the motion sickness. Eventually, one of these days, I'll have some way to make that a smoother transition. So, as you can see, he is a giant by comparison. Size-wise, he is a bit longer than she is, and her wings are barely wider than the sides of him. Hey, got them all right in the first time start. I'm getting better. Alright, so transformation, we'll put this guy into robot mode, then we will put this guy into combine mode. Robot mode's not too hard. First off, we're going to untab these pieces, which make his hands. We then want to lift all this up. This will come apart from here. So just give that a bit of a pull. We do want to come at the front, and that piece that I just tabbed in, just lift that up. So all this comes free, and that will all slide all the way forward, like so. We do want to pull his arms out, and we want to rotate the torso all the way around. He is tight, which is a good thing. We can then, where is it? Come under here. You want to split the biceps, the thighs a little bit, and flip down this piece. And those are his feet. Come here, like so. And you can just push them back in. Stands perfectly fine. So this is all going to come down, and this is going to tab into here, like so. And this piece is going to tab into here. Locks that into place. We can then flip the arms up. I don't know how well I can show you. There's a sort of a port here. Try to focus it a bit. Port here, and it's going to sort of plug into the side of the arm. So that just sort of sits it up to the side. And let's see how well I can do this. Just get your nail in there and flip his head up until it sort of sits. It does have a clip there somewhere. I just can't feel it. And there is long haul in his robot mode, preferably focused. And as you can see, he's a big, chunky dude. That's the only way you can put it. He is a big ass chunky dude. And like I said, his robot mode suffers the most. I'm sure there is a locking point there somewhere. His robot mode suffers the most for this combined mode. Hands down. Where to start? All right, let's start with the head for starters. The head looks absolutely amazing. All the heads on this set look absolutely amazing. It's just the bulk of this figure, and I won't lie. Long haul has to be the bulk of these guys because he is the waist. He's doing the job of what the bigger bots would be doing in the other modes. So Onslaught and Silverbolt. The only difference with them is they've got a whole bunch of smaller components. This guy is roughly the same size as everybody else. He's big and chunky. So anyone who gives this guy any trouble in the descriptions, get buggered. Not that I get many comments at all, but this guy deserves a lot of respect for everything he needs to do. So get stuffed if you hate the way this guy looks. Because he's doing the best he can, and by God, he's doing it well. As for articulation, we can... Although my head's a bit stiff, because I usually... Oh, you got a full 360 if I don't stop flipping that joint. Can't look up, can't look down, can't look side to side, and I swear there is... That tabbing joint, wherever it is does not work very well. We can do full 360 at the arms. Arms won't only go out that far, but you can use the transformation to get out that far. He has no bicep rotation. He has no elbow. He has no wrist. He has no fingers. He does have a waist swivel, but you do have to unplug that piece to get the abs, the waist to move. And I would do a full 360, but that is very loud, so I'm not. Alright, legs can go that far up with these knee pads in the way. Once again, you gotta get that out of the way, get that out of the way, and that doesn't really get you much further anyway. It goes out that far with no problem whatsoever. He does have thigh swivel. He does have knee bend for whatever that's worth. And he does have ankle tilt. So there we go. So to make it up for this guy, we are going to arm him up with everything. We're going to use him as our decoration piece for all the weapons. So for starters, we have this tab here, which can go into a hand. And voila, we have a gun. That went real deeper than I expected. You have this peg here, same deal, which actually doesn't look too bad for long haul. Honestly, he does really looks like he really does need to blow some Autobots away. You can take this piece, and I'm not going to proceed very far because that's very tight. We do have the swords, so you can arm them if you want. We'll go this way, because technically that is the blade side. And you can arm him up like that, and he can... Oh, he does get a slight bit of inwards. So there's those. And then, of course, we have the missile launchers. Flip out the tab here, and then just providing they don't close up, just plug him into his hands. Although the problem with the missile launchers is that's sitting pretty well so far, but more often than not, it will flop down. So there is that. Of course, the other Constructicons can equip with all those, but there is nothing there is specifically for any single bot. So it's for whoever you want armed up. So that's, I want to say that's their biggest problem, but then saying that Combiner Wars and Titan's Return and all that didn't really give any bots their specific weapons. Abominus didn't get his gun, and the Terracons got some individual weapons, but Hungar didn't get his proper one. Predaking, they kind of got individualized weapons, but not really, and I didn't really get any of the other ones apart from this guy. Alright, so size comparison, even though I think I knocked Prime's gun before, so he's about to drop it. Here he is with MP10. As you can see, he's pretty big compared to Prime. You know, just from the backpack, I would say he comes up to almost the top of Prime's shoulder, honestly. So he is a very big boy. All right, combine mode. Not too difficult, not too hard. This whole set's pretty much simple, but this is where you start seeing him really put in the effort. So, flare out the legs. We're going to flip this back, so that goes back into place. We're going to flip these two pieces down all the way, and that's basically your knee joints. So, like so. And then we can just squeeze them back up again, move his arms out of the way, get that untabbed again, and rotate that all the way around until it's the right way around. Drop his head down, tab his back in, and we're going to bring this down, and this is going to cut. Does it tab in? No, it just sits up. I think it tabs under hook somewhere. I'm trying to remember now. I need to just pull this guy apart. Because it can't tab into there, otherwise it's going to end up, actually, does it go? It might go under. I'm trying to think now, because normally I don't have him in this mode. Because I don't think that sits up. Oh, that actually might sit up like that. I think that ends up going under hook. I'm trying to think now. Because I know these sit up here. The hook goes on there, so that taps into there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, that his arms basically stay up like that, because I'm pretty sure this piece and this piece end up tabbing into hook, and so do these and these. So that's pretty much him in his combined mode, except for one step, which I'll do anyway, and I'll do it again later. If you come at the back here, you can flip this piece out here and flip this piece out here, and that will eventually, we won't do it now, we'll do it eventually, will be where we hook Scrapper and Mixmaster in. So basically these tabs will go in the back here, and this sort of wraps around, so here and here, and that sort of sits in. We won't do it yet, we'll leave that till combine mode, but we can just close those up for the time being. And if I can balance him, which I don't think I can, we'll do it this way, because I know he's going to fall down. There he is with Mixmaster and Scrapper. So honestly, if I just move that out of the way for the time being, and just putting them there, so that's already getting pretty damn big. And considering this guy was the second Titan, yeah, it's understandable. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure those sit up there. I will correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if I drop these down here, I'm going to lose that ab crunch. The ab swivel. There is no ab crunch. Sorry. And we'll get down to proper articulation when we get this guy into combine mode. So there we go. And I'll just do this just so we can actually stand him up. Kinda. Sorta. Ta-da! So we do lose like half the legs for it, but it is what it is. So basically that's where these guys will line up. So there we go. So if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe or ring that bell. Leave me a comment. Tell me how much you were really annoyed that I haven't got onto these guys sooner. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.